What is up everyone, and welcome back to another BeamNG.Drive video. So for this video I went through pretty much the whole repository and BeamNG.Drive forums in search of, well, good quality real life car mods. And my requirements were that the car's model looks at least decent, that the car has at least a couple of trims so that it's not just one big mesh slab, and the car is close to the original when it comes to the feeling of the car. And most importantly, that it actually loads up and does not break the game. So we're gonna look at the exterior, interior, see what kind of trims it has, kinds of transmissions, what the car actually feels like, listen to the sound, and most importantly, see how it crashes. So I hope you're gonna enjoy this video. And if you find any value in it, please leave a like so more people can actually see this video. And also subscribe if you haven't done that yet. And let's go on to the first car on the list. So the first car on this list is a Dodge Coronet. When it comes to the exterior model, it's pretty nice. And as you can see, the car is rebadged for the repository version. Also, when we move over to the interior, that's also quite nice quality with nice textures. You have multiple trims with varying degrees of power and both manual and automatic transmission, which is pretty nice. Now when it comes to the sound, it's a classic V8 sound, so let's hear it here. When it comes to crashing, the whole chassis deforms quite a lot, so it's quite good in that regard, and you should be able to have a lot of fun with it if you like crashing. The next car on this list is a Mazda Cosmo. As you can see, the exterior model is very nice and detailed. The car comes in 4 trims for varying experiences. Interior, similar to exterior, is nice and detailed with nice textures, and as you can see, the car is JDM, so the wheel might be on the wrong side depending on where you live. The car handles exactly the way it should in BeamNG.Drive and has unique sound, so let's hear it right here. When it comes to crashing, no major issues here. The chassis twists quite a lot, so you should be able to have a lot of fun with it. The next car on this list is a Toyota Supra. As you can see, the exterior model is quite low poly, but still looks decent, and car comes in many trims, which is pretty nice. Interior is also low poly, but it gets the job done, everything works, so it's pretty nice. As you can see, this car is also JDM, and yeah, the multiple trims, they let you really have a lot of fun with this, and it feels pretty nice, so let's hear it. When it comes to crashing, you'll get pretty decent results here, so that can be a lot of fun, and no real life Supras were harmed in the making of this video. The next car on this list is a Fiat Uno. As you can see, the exterior model is low poly, but actually pretty nice, and the car comes in multiple trims which have varying degrees of power. Interior is also low poly, but again, pretty nice, and the textures are also good, so a lot of people don't even notice that it's even low poly. And yeah, the car feels pretty much the way it should, which is very nice, and it comes with its own unique engine sounds, so let's hear one of them right here. Crashing this car tends to be pretty realistic, so definitely no problems there, and it should be very fun if you like crashing cars. The next car on this list is an old Corvette. As you can see, the exterior model is very nice and very detailed. The car has a lot of trims, and they have also a lot of nice details, and the pop-up lights even work. Interior is low poly with elements from other cars in the game, but it has touches that make it similar to the original car's interior. The car feels exactly the way it should, and it inherits the sound from the old cars in BeamNG.Drive.
「 Drive. 」 「」 「」 「」 「」 「」 「」 「」 「」 「」 「」 「」 「」 「」 「」 「」 「」 「」 「」 「」 「」 「」 「」 「」 「」 「」 「」 「」 「」 「」 「」 「」 「」 「」 「」 「」 「」 「」 「」 「」 「」 「」 「」 「」 「」 「」 「」 「」 「」 「」 ""
Crashing this car also yields quite good results, so there's a lot of fun to be had there. Next car on this list is a Fiat 126p. As you can see, the model is quite low poly, but it's actually really nice. The interior also is quite low poly, but nice. And the car comes in many grey trims, all of which are quite fun, and it even has an off-roader. Now, it feels the way it should, suspension is kinda shaky though, and it has custom engine sounds, so let's hear them here. The car crash is quite nice for a small rear-engine car, so there's a lot of fun to be had here definitely. The next car on this list is a Citroen C2. As you can see, the exterior model is low poly, but it actually looks quite decent. When it comes to the interior, it's also low poly, it looks decent. The textures are kinda lacking though, but still fine. The car has multiple trims and it drives and feels the way it should, and it inherits sound from the other inline engines in the game. Crashing is really fun with this car as it gives you very good results. The reason there's a beam there though is it was simply rotating around and I couldn't stop it, so I used the beam for that weird stuff. The next car on this list is a Renault Clio. It has low poly model, which is mostly fine with some features and panel gaps out of whack like rear taillights. When it comes to the interior, it's also low poly. The textures aren't that insane, but it's decent. The car behaves and feels the way it should and has multiple fun trims. The thrusters don't work though, and it has special sounds, so let's hear them. When it comes to crashing, the chassis twists to an insane degree, so there's definitely gonna be a lot of fun there. And yeah, your rear taillights might end up being even more out of whack after you crash. The next car on this list is a Lotus 7 or Caterham, whichever you prefer. The outside model is very nice and detailed, and it has a lot of trims, all of which are pretty fun. When it comes to the interior though, there's not much of interior, but it's a sports car, gotta say wait. And yeah, it drives and feels exactly the way it should, which is pretty nice. When it comes to crashing, the results are pretty good, especially taking into consideration body size and rigidness, so there's definitely a lot of fun to be had here. The final car for this video is a Pontiac 6000. As you can see, exterior model is very nice and the car comes in many trims. When it comes to the interior, it's decent, but not great quality, still does the job, everything works. And all of the trims, they feel pretty much the way they should. The car inherits one of the normal sounds. This car also crashes pretty realistically compared to the other cars in BeamNG.Drive, so pretty much like a vanilla car, and there's a lot of fun to be had with this. So that's gonna be all for this video, guys. Yes, there's many more great real-life cars in BeamNG.Drive, but I didn't really wanna clan them all into one video. So there's definitely gonna be a sequel at some point, and leave a like to let me know that you wanna see it as soon as possible. And also subscribe and click the notification bell so YouTube can notify you when I upload that new video. And yeah, I'll see you pretty soon, so enjoy the rest of your day, guys. Bye bye!